Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Somewhere around 10 years back, we came to this place for the first time, right? You were there first time. When I was not aware this place existed, but around 10 years back, we had come with the first ever yatra to Nasik, and we came to this place. Nothing was there. Only the main temple, Anmo temple, and the first kund. That's it. There was nothing. This was like a complete jungle. This hall, these temples, other temples, nothing, absolutely. Even the road was not there. No houses, nothing. Very secluded place. One Baba used to stay there in that behind house. That's it, he was there for 15 years doing bhajan. One of our devotees, Bhagwan Prabhu, who was translating the Bhagavatam to Marathi, he said that he stayed here alone 3 months, translating the Bhagavatam alone, morning till night, because no disturbance, he said. No disturbance, no human beings. Only birds, voice, and then reading Bhagavatam. So, as I was mentioning yesterday, and today also, about Lord Ramachandra and Lakshman's devotion to Lord Ramachandra, and how Lord Rama was banished to the forest. This is the place where Lord Ramachandra came with Lakshman. I'd write this place. So, as we know in Ramayana, Lord Rama, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughan, they were born, and they were growing up in Ayodhya as the life and soul of whole Ayodhya. Beautiful narration is there in the Ramayana. Valmiki Ramayana also, Ramcharitamanas also. In that there are many other South Indian Ramayans also, where there are a lot of pastimes of Lord Rama described. Some are recorded, some are still getting recorded. Because there are so many pastimes places of Lord Ramachandra which exists, but it's not yet recorded. Because Lord Rama's pastimes are unlimited. You keep going, you keep searching more and more. Like recently, we had gone to Rishikesh. So we went to one place. We know that Ramchandra, after killing Ravana, he had gone to Rishikesh. Huh? Devprayag. Ravana was a Brahmana. So after killing Rama, he and Lakshman, they went to Devprayag. While going to Devprayag, because at Devprayag he did yajna and stayed there. How many of you been to Prayag this time, Sankirtan? So we went to the temple, Raghunath temple. So we didn't go to one place which I went later. In May, June. May. So we know there is Lakshman Jhula at Rishikesh. Because to cross the Ganga and proceed towards Rishikesh, Lord Lakshman built a bridge of jute rope, a bridge out of jute ropes. It is said that till 1807 the jute rope bridge existed. Later on the government built the current bridge. So after that, Ramchandra went to Devprayag. But on the way to Devprayag, there is one temple of Lord Rama. It's called Brahmapuri place, I think so. So when you go towards Rishikesh, after there is one more cave, Vashishta Gufa comes. For a few kilometers ahead of Vashishta Gufa, and before Devprayag, there is one temple. So that temple was down on the bank of the Ganga. So while going to Devprayag after Rishikesh, Lord Rama and Lakshman, they stayed at that place. Nobody knows this place. So I went there. I read a little bit on the books and did a little research, and while we were going to Devprayag, the board came, Brahmapuri. Downstream, very, very kacha road. So I said, chalo, let's go. So we went there. So we went there was a ashram there. Beautiful ashram. Beautiful trees. And only 10 sadhus residing there. And they were having Akhanda Ramayana reading. These 10 sadhus, they only take prasad, drink some Ganga water, and sit and hear Ramayana. One person will read 2 hours, after that another person. And it is Akhanda. No other business, only Ramayana reading. And then I asked this, why this Ram temple, what is the story? So, there we went. I was surprised. Because at the place, the Ganga, you could not even recognize the Ganga is flowing there. Fully silent. Otherwise, if you go towards the stream of Ganga in Rishikesh or go towards, there's a water sound coming, when you're close to the road. And at that place, there's no sound. So I asked the pastime of the place. I had read it, but I wanted to hear it again. So the local sadhu, he told us, when Lord Rama and Lakshman, they were going towards Devprayag, they stayed here. Ramchandra told Lakshman to make a small hut here. Lakshman made, and Lord Ramchandra was doing his meditation in the evening and was trying to sleep. But when he was trying to sleep, lot of noise of Ganga was coming. So he was getting disturbed. He was not able to sleep. So Lord Ramchandra told Lakshman that let's go from here. And Lord Ramchandra and Lakshman started moving out from that. As soon as they were moving from there, Mother Ganga appeared there from the water. And she requested Lord Rama that please don't go from here. This is the closest place where I can have your association. You please reside here. So Lord Ramchandra said, with no offense, but you are flowing with so beauty here, but the beauty of your flow has created so much sound that is not, that is disturbing my sleep. So Lord Ganga Devi folded her hand and told that, you please stay here and there won't be any noise. And if you go to that place today, you go little 300 meters above that place, Ganga water you can hear. And you go down 200, 300 meters from that place, Again, you can hear Ganga voice hitting the rocks. But at that place, it's like Ganga is flowing like a bed. I personally witnessed it. That's when I realized that so many pastimes, places of the Lord are still to get revealed. Then there is Ram Gufa there. There is Lakshman Gufa there, where Lord Ramachandra performed his meditation and his tapasya. So like that, these places one by one, they are revealed for the world to see, come, and sometimes the materialist people, they are come and contaminate also. One sadhu I was living, he was here 10 years ago when I met him. He was telling me that his guru told him, on the name of development, don't allow the non-devotees to bring a brick also here. The moment they will bring a brick, they will build buildings, they will build roads, and then they will need rooms, and they will come and contaminate the beauty of this hermitage. And exactly that happens slowly. So, Lord Rama, when he was Dasharath actually, King Dasharath, I'll go. We have no time. You have to reach Mumbai. It's going to take 4 or 5 hours. So I'm just thinking where to start the Ramayana from. So Lord Ramchandra was the life and soul of whole Ayodhya. And everyone used to love Lord Rama. It is said that Ramchandra used to take care of all the 3 brothers, Bharat, Shatrughan, and Lakshman, like the mother and father. And all the 3 brothers also see Mother Dasharath and all the 3 mothers in Lord Rama. Such was the dealings of Lord Ramchandra. Even the whole citizens and the ministers of Ayodhya, they would just see Lord Rama and their hearts used to melt because of his mature dealings, because of his behavior as an elder brother, because of his respect to everyone, to any elder, to his equals, to his juniors. The kind of dealings he had was very beautiful, very, very attractive, very touching to the heart, And everyone in Ayodhya was just waiting for Lord Ramchandra to grow and become the prince and then become the king of Ayodhya. So, as Rama was growing up, one day he was already, grown up. He had gone out with Vishwamitra. He had gone, Vishwamitra came to Dasharath Maharaj and took Rama and Lakshman to kill the demons. And that's when he killed Tadaka. And after killing Tadaka, he had come back. And in the process, he had also got married. So, in fact, that is another big story how, Devi Sita was selected and how the Swayamvara was there and Shivadanush, Shivadanush. Lord, actually Janak Maharaj, he wanted his daughter to get married to the best qualified king and the prince. But that Shivadanush, which even to move little, required 200-300 people just to move it from one place to another. Janaki Devi, Sita Devi, in her childhood, while playing with the left hand, she lifted it and kept it back. So Janak was shocked seeing that, Janak Maharaj was very shocked just to push that bow. Dhanush took 200-300 people. And just while playing, Sita Devi kept it and kept it back. And Janak saw that. When Janak Maharaj saw it, he was shocked. He just understood the power that his daughter has. So that's when he decided, anyone who can take that bow and string it will actually become the qualified Kshatriya to get married to my daughter. And Lord Rama came for that Swayamvara with Vishwamitra. And as soon as Rama saw also Mother Sita at that time, he himself told his brother that this girl whom I saw, somehow there, just by seeing her, my heart is palpitating. Hey Lakshman, generally this is not told to the brothers, but Ramchandra told Lakshman only. Hey Lakshman, somehow other, I'm getting very attracted by the sound and the walking and the ankle bills and the noise of this lady. And then later on, as we know, Lord Ramchandra strings the arrow and gets married. So, but then when he's getting married, Dashrath and his brothers had other 3 daughters. So the offer was given that since Rama has another 3 brothers, why not get these other 3 daughters also to marry to the other 3 brothers? And the proposal was sent to Ayodhya. And as soon as the news came to Ayodhya, daughters of Janak and the dynasty of Janak are getting married to Lord Ram. Offer has come. So Lord Ram, Dashrath Maharaj practically picked up the whole Ayodhya and went to Janakpuri. And there was a big marriage ceremony. 4 of them got married. And they all came back to Ayodhya. There's beautiful teachings in Ramayana. How Janak Maharaj and his good wife, they preached to Sita. They preached to her about the Vedic culture, the duty of the eldest daughter-in-law, Bahu, of the house. The wife of the eldest son of the family said, has to take the maximum sacrifice. You have to be a strong pillar behind Ram so that he performs his dharma. You should never be an obstacle for his duties. And you should be ready to sacrifice anything so that he does justice and gives affections to his brothers, to the kingdom, to his father and mother. It is your duty that all the 4 brothers live together. And you should sacrifice anything what is required. So like this, she was preached. That's also the culture. In the Vedic time it was like this. Anyone who comes from the joint family must have seen that. Nowadays I don't know. It's very rare to see. In fact, after 15 years, people will say joint family system was a mythology. Anything you cannot see, it's mythology. But I grew up in a joint family, and I have seen, how. And it was all very much practiced before the television came up. Ramayana serial was there, people become more spiritual. When after Ramayana and Mahabharata was gone, then all kind of nonsense serials came up, Saas bhi kabhi bahu thi, ye thi, wo thi. And then all kind of material politics were discussed in that. And simple village women become very materialistic just by sitting in the village but watching serials. I've seen many of my family, women just glued on the TV and very carefully seeing the politics and applying on them or making themselves the person who's getting harassed in the politics, and then do all kind of dirty things, and that has just destroyed the whole culture. Prabhupada wanted that through the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we should re-establish the Vedic culture. Just like I was telling about Lord Lakshman or Lord Balaram. Lord Lakshman would immediately remove his bow. He used to get angry, very short-tempered. Anything against Dharma, anything against Lord Rama, he used to say, "Kidhar hai mera bow?" Immediately he is removed, Similarly, Lord Balram, if you hear the Bhagavatam, when Lord Balaram was passing by Romaharshana Sutta, he was speaking Bhagavatam and Lord himself came, so he did not stand. What did Lord Balaram do? He just took the grass and touched Romaharshana, right? And he fell down and died there only, just by the touch. So Lord Lakshman, Lord Balaram. But when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes, the scene is different. Same Lord Balaram who takes a gada, and straight Lord Lakshmana who takes the bow and arrow, when he comes as Nityananda Prabhu, as the Panchatattva, with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, same Nityananda Prabhu, he holds the grass in his mouth, and with tears in his eyes, folding his hands, he begs people to please chant Hare Krishna. That is the benefit of taking birth in the Kali Yuga, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears. Same Nityananda Prabhu, Balramji, in this avatar, he is begging, please chant Hare Krishna, putting grass in his mouth. When Madai hit Lord Nityananda Prabhu and his head was bleeding, he requested, at least now you are satisfied seeing me like this? At least now take up the holy name, chant the holy name, and take the shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyway, coming back to Ramayana. So, they all came to Ayodhya. And one day, Radha Govind Maharaj tells in his narration, one day Lord Ramchandra, Dasharath Maharaj was getting ready to go to his assembly. And while he was getting ready, he saw something shining in his head. Something, you can see something shining here also? You can see? Huh? White hair. So Dasharath Maharaj also saw white hair. And as soon as he saw white hair, he thought that it's time for him to retire now. He's aging and Ram should become the king. That desire came into his mind. So that day when he went to his assembly, he told his kingsmen, that I have one desire which I want to share with all of you. I am aging and I am considering to make Ram the king of Ayodhya. As soon as the ministers and the Brahmins who were sitting in the assembly of Dasharath Maharaj, when they heard this statement that I am considering to make Rama the king of Ayodhya, their hairs stood up in ecstasy. Tears came from their eyes and they were very, very happy. And they all unanimously supported this decision. I don't know what they chanted. They must have told, Hari Bol! And Dasharath was very happy to get a unanimous support. So then he asked the ministers and the Rishi and the Brahman sadhus, Vashishta Muni, Kulguru Vashishta, that so if you all are agreeing Rama to become the king, could you please guide me and help me that when we should make him the king? Can you please find the most auspicious moment when Ram can be enthroned as the king of Ayodhya and given the responsibilities to take care of all of us? So all of them together said, if Ram has to become the king, there is no need to find an auspicious movement for Ram to become the king. Because when Ram will become the king of Ayodhya, that moment itself will become the most auspicious moment in the three worlds. So Dasharath became much more happy. So he said, then when? He said, all of them said together, Shubha Shigram. He asked, but what does that mean? They said, before the sun rises tomorrow, or right the sun when rises tomorrow, next day itself. And news was spread everywhere that tomorrow is Lord Rama's Rajya Abhishek. And the whole Ayodhya was in preparation to make Rama the king of Ayodhya. If you read Ramayana, you will think that it's all mythology only, because we are so dull-headed and Kali Yuga is so degraded that we cannot compare to what is written in Ramayana. Because when we go to the airports, we see perfumes are the most expensive. Small bottle, 5,000-10,000. And if you read Ramayana, you will see elephants carrying the drums of perfumes, pulling the drum of perfume. And then after coming, they're pushing the drum on the road to clean the road with perfume. Because Ram is going to become the king. Next day. It's mentioned in the Ramayana if you read it. So much description is there about cleaning Ayodhya, purifying it for Ram's Rajya Abhishek. This is just one thing I'm telling. The whole, a few hundred verses glorifying the preparation of Ram to become the king of Ayodhya. But the demigods become very disturbed. The demigods become very disturbed. They thought, because they knew the Lord has appeared for Paritrana Sadhunam Vinashaya Cha Duskritam. All the Rakshasas are in the jungle. Ravana is sitting in the Lanka. And Rama will become the king here. Who will go to Lanka? What to do? They all become scared. He has come to kill Ravana. What will happen for us now? So they got very disturbed, and the demigods had a meeting what to do. He said, somehow or other, Rama should go to the forest. He should kill the demons, Rakshasas. Something has to be done. Bola, kya kare? Then the demigods were thinking, what to do? How to make it happen? What we should do that Rama has to come to the forest. Then they thought, we have to make a trap, make a whole plan how this has to happen. So they were searching. Who can be the most selfish, cunning, and useless and political person in Ayodhya? Radha Govind Maharaj says that generally, if you want to spit, you search a place where you have to spit. Isn't it true? Similarly, demigods were searching such a ruthless and shameless person who can execute this act. So after big discussion, they found out one hunchback lady called Mantra. And they told Saraswati, go and sit her in the mouth and make all this happen. So then the preparation was of Lord Ramachandra to make the king was happening. And Mantra saw this. And she went running. She was limping and she had a hunchback lady. So she saw all the preparation. And she went running and asking people, what is this? What is happening? So everyone said that tomorrow on sunrise, Ram is going to become the king of Ayodhya. Huh? She just could not take it. Because she was very envious, very greedy, very selfish. She wanted Bharat to become the king so that Bharat is dear son of Kaikai and she is the servant of Kaikai, and that way she'll also be benefited. See, low class people, Mantra exemplifies the thoughts of low class people. You understand? Very low class. You can see people in the society, there are like this low class people. Always talk negatives, always criticize others. Low class people. So, Mantra went running to Kaikai and started crying. So Kaikai said, what happened? Why are you crying? She started crying more loudly. Said, what is the reason you are crying? What happened? Radha Govind Maharaj said, then Kaikai asked her, क्या हो गया? फिर लक्ष्मण ने मारा क्या? So Radha Govind Maharaj says that ऐसा लगता है Kaikai ने पहली बार ऐसा कुछ काम नहीं किया, ये करते ही रहती थी ऐसा, इसके लिए लक्ष्मण उसको ठोक ठाक के ठीक रखता था. And महाराज लोग ऐसे लोग को ऐसा रखना पड़ता है इसे. In management, you have to keep such people certain way. So she said that no. Why am I alive to see this day? Someone Kaikai asked, what happened? She said, you don't know? He said, no, I don't know. She said, the whole arrangement of Ayodhya, are you seeing? He said, yes. I'm surprised to read suddenly, like a big festival, the whole Ayodhya is in the process to be decorated and cleaning going on. I was just going to ask, what is it all about? And then she told him, Ram is being made the king of Ayodhya tomorrow morning. As soon as Kaikai heard this, her face lit up like a sun, eyes shining like stars, very happy, tears in her eyes. She removed her own, pearls necklace and threw it on Mantra. Said, what else you want? This is the day we all are living for. And then Mantra, she took that necklace and threw it on the floor and started crying. And she said that, why did I die? Why am I alive to see this day? So Kaikai said, what happened? Why are you telling like this? He said, why am I alive? He said, don't speak like this. I will tell my soldiers to cut off your tongue. Ram is going to become the king of Ayodhya. It's the most auspicious moment. It is said Lord Ramchandra used to love Mother Kaikai so much because she was the youngest and very dear to Dasharath Maharaj. Lord Ramchandra used to say Kaikai Maya, Mata, and Kaushalya Badima. So much he used to love. And Kaikai also knew that Lord Rama loves her so much. So she was very happy. But then Mantra, she started telling that anyways, what have I got to do? I have got not to do anything. I am a servant whoever becomes this king, I will remain a servant only. But I'm concerned about you. And I'm so foolish that why am I so much concerned about you? It is my misfortune that I'm too much attached to you and I love you so much. I cannot see you suffering. I cannot see you becoming a servant of Kaushalya. If Ram becomes the king, Kaushalya will become higher position. And I will remain a dasi. But you, Kaikai, you will become servant of Kaushalya. You will become servant of Kaushalya. That I cannot see. You'll be like a dasi. You have to be a subordinate person. You have to be like this, she went on telling. And mantra represents here the people who contaminate others' mind, bad association. Even if you are very wise, even if you know the right path, even if you have the spiritual knowledge, but when you associate with people whose minds are contaminated, by repeatedly when they speak, they will destroy your consciousness. Mantra represents that. And that's what happened. Repeatedly hearing the word, तुम दासी हो जाओगी, मुझे क्या है, तुम तो दासी बन जाओगी, मुझे क्या, मुझे. She heard this and Kaikai was contaminated. She was polluted. And then she said, what to do? This is my fortune. Then Mantra gave the idea and reminded her about the two boons. About the two boons. And she told, see, Dashrath is very intelligent. You have to be firm. Tell him for the first boon, you want Bharat to become the king. And for the second one, you want Ram to be sent to the forest for 14 years. Thak karke. When Kaikai heard Ram being banished, she said, no. If Bharat becomes a king, why Ram should be banished? Then Mantra said, Arey, you don't know Ram. Until he is in Ayodhya, whoever becomes the king, Ram rules everyone's heart here. He will remain the king. So until Ram is out, Bharat cannot become the king. Kupa Bhavan is a place when someone is very upset, some misfortune situation has come up, and some very disgrace situation has come up. So the kingly, princely families, they go and sit in the Kupa Bhavan and discuss there, come out of it from there. So she went and sat in the Kupa Bhavan, and Mantra told, remove all the jewelry, don't keep any decoration, wear very old clothes, and just cry. And when Dasharath is very smart, he will keep on telling you, whatever you want, I'll do. But don't, you tell him, give me vow that you will fulfill whatever I say. And remind him of the boon. And when he will come into your range fully, that's when you ask him that Bharat should become the king, should go to the forest. As suggested by Mantra, Kaikai did the same thing. And Dasharath Maharaj, with great happiness, after completing his last day of the king's duty and doing his all assembly work, distributing all the services and telling all the ministers from tomorrow onwards, assist my son Rama as the king of Ayodhya. And he comes to meet Kaikai and inform her. When he comes, he sees her, he comes to know that she's in the Kupa Bhavan. He goes there, he sees her in that situation, gets very upset and asks her, what happened? And then Kaikai tells. First Kaikai cries, doesn't say. And Dasharath is pacifying her. What happened, Kaikai? Tell no, who disappointed you? Did someone speak wrong to you? Did someone insulted you? Let me know, I'll punish. And she was just not crying. And then after long discussion, she told that Raja Dasharath, do you remember that you had given me 2 boons? And I want them today. She said, Kaikai, 2 boons? You don't ask 2 boons. Even if you ask my life today, I'll give you happily. I'm so happy. He said, no, I don't want your life. I want my 2 boons only. Then very, very harshly, without any mercy, Kaikai told, for the first boon, I want Bharat to become the king. And for the second one, I want Ram to be banished to the forest for 14 years. Dasharath could not believe it. It took him few minutes to understand what he heard. He said, what are you telling? He says, yes, King Dasharath, what you are hearing is right. That is what I want. I want my 2 boons back. For the first one, I want Bharat to become the king. For the second one, I want Ram to go to the forest for 14 years. Now Dasharath heard it properly and he had tears in his eyes. He was trying to preach. He asked her, Kaikeyi, what happened? Did anything went wrong? Did anyone tell you anything? Did any of the actions of Rama disturb you? What is it? We already made an announcement, Ram to become the king. She said, nothing doing. I want my boons. You tell me, are you giving my boons or not? He told you, ask my life. I'll give you happily. Please don't think about this. History will know you for this misfortune act of yours. Sinful act of yours. You want Bharat to become the king, there is no problem. But our son Rama is already the king of everyone's heart. He's already ruling everyone's heart. Then she said, no, I want Ram to go. She said, he said, I'll make Bharat the king. Let Ram remain. He said, no. And then whole the night passed by. There's a whole description how whole night Dasharath Maharaj gets up. He puts his head at the feet of Kaikeyi and cries and begs her that please, your first boon is fine. But please don't talk about Ram leaving Ayodhya. So no, whole night passed by. And Lord Ramchandra got up and Mother Sita, they took path and they were getting ready. Mother Sita was very happy. They were conversing. So Mother Sita told Lord Rama, so my prince is going to be the king from today, huh? Like that Mother Sita was smiling and talking. By that time, Sumanta actually went to meet Dasharath Maharaj to discuss about the Yajna and the Rajya Abhishek. And then he saw Dasharath's situation. Kaikeyi told, go and get Rama immediately. Sumanta went running and told Dasharath Maharaj is calling you urgently. Ramachandra came running from his palace to the palace of Lord Dasharath. And he was running, people saw, Arey, Rama is not even using the chariot. He's just running direct. What is this? Why is this inauspicious scene there? So he went and he saw. When he went and saw Kaikeyi, very disappointed in Kupa Bhavan, Dasharath Maharaj practically dead. And the whole conversation took place back and forth, and it came to the point that Kaikeyi finally told him, your father is lying down like this because he's failing in his duty. He's failing is fulfilling his boon. He's failing in fulfilling his word. So Lord Ramachandra's heart was beating and he was very, very, very disappointed to hear. He said, Mother, what happened? He said, Ram, I can tell you what he is, why your father in this situation. Because there are 2 boons which he is supposed to pay. I can tell you at one condition, Rama, that you will fulfill those boons. So Ramchandra felt very disappointed. He said, I feel very broken because you doubt me. That you doubt me. Then, I'm going fast because we're already late. You doubt me. So then Kaikeyi told, see, I have 2 boons with your father. For the first boon, I told him, I want Bharat to become the king. And for the second one, I want Rama, you go to forest for 14 years so that Bharat takes up the kingdom properly. Lord Ramchandra, when he heard this, he had a very beautiful smile on his face. And he looked at Kaikeyi smilingly in her eyes. And then looked at her father. And again looked at Kaikeyi. And told, my dear mother, smiling, only this much? Only 2 boons? That also this much? And my father has to be like this for this? I feel very painful in my heart that why did you doubt Rama? And if this was your desire, my mother, you should have told me way before. I would have left Ayodhya without anyone's information. I would have gone away from Ayodhya forever. And by doing that, I would have satisfied you and I would not have come to a situation where I have to see my father like this. Kaikeyi heard this. Radha Govind Maharaj says her heart also shook. Her heart also shook when she heard. Because Rama was smiling and telling this. By this, Lord Ramchandra teaches all of us, by his own example, that in this material world, don't be attached to anything material. Everything is temporary. Post, position, family, beauty, property, money. Everything is temporary. Anything temporary you get attached to, you have to suffer. That's why one should be detached. Rama was not attached to anything material. He heard that mother wants this. He just smilingly. Imagine if it happens with us. Tomorrow we are going to be promoted in the company. And we come to know we are going to become the clerk from today. You will resign that company giving 110,000 galis to the company and writing petitions here and there, crying, weeping, like a widow, vidwa. Patakti chudiya patakti diwar pe, Patak, will cry 10 days, 1 month, drink alcohol, sleep on the road, sleep in the gutter, What all we will do? Isn't it true? And we have seen people in the world do that, But here Rama is teaching us, don't be attached to material. And above that, Lord Ramchandra tells, he glorifies Bharat. He said, yes, I myself love Bharat so much. Everyone will accept Bharat as the king very happily. And I feel the Lord is very kind on me. Because when I went to the forest with Vishwamitra Muni, I met so many rishis in the forest. And I was always thinking, as a prince of Ayodhya, I will ever get an opportunity to associate with these sadhus. And I desired it very seriously. I think the Lord is very kind on me. He is fulfilling my desire. And that is why through you, I am getting this 14 years to go and associate with the sadhus. Shri Ramchandra ki Jai. Whole movement he made it positive. That is what the Lord teaches. Be attached to bhakti. Be attached to following devotional principles. Be attached to chanting your rounds, following the regulative principles, following the spiritual practice. That should be our attachment. Everything else is by karma. Nothing you are going to get by your job, by your work. We have seen that. Father makes the property, son destroys the property. Son makes the property, grandson destroy this. Whole family together makes a very big property, government makes a road on it. Winding में चला जाता है. Material world is very uncertain. Whatever is in your karma will come to you, and whatever is not there will anyway go away. Nowadays people are having so much money in their account. It is not with them. It is just some numbers which they see on the computer. Because they are not supposed to enjoy it, they will never enjoy. It doesn't belong to them even if it has come to them. Even if you have it, you cannot enjoy if it is not in your karma. Such is the thing. So not to be attached. Be attached to pure life, spiritual values. That is what Lord Rama is teaching. So then, Rama is there, Lakshman comes to know everything, and Lord Ramchandra immediately walks by and goes to Kaushalya, Devi Kaushalya, Mother Kaushalya, and tells her, like the son tells the mother that I'm just taking my lunch bag and I'm taking my breakfast and pack my lunch and I'm just going and come back within 14 years. Like that it tells, It tells Mother Kaushalya and he says, I'm going. Mother Kaushalya has tears in her eyes. He says, Ram, what are you made of? Who are you and what are you made of? Any layman will hear this. Earth will move from his feet. He will completely be shattered. What are you? What qualities do you have? So happily, you are giving up the kingdom. Even the demigods want to become the king of Ayodhya. And you're just giving up like this and going. And leaving me, why don't you take me? He said, no, my father will need you. He'll be disappointed with Kaikeyi, you be there. And then turns around, goes to Mother Sita and informs her. Mother Sita, when she hears, she looks at, I will not tell the whole conversation, very long conversation. But after Lord Ramchandra explains her, as if, he's going to come back by evening. That is going for 14 years, coming back by evening. Like that. And Mother Sita hears that. And she has smiled, but continuous tears in her eyes. First thing, to see the detachment of his husband. And second thing, how the husband can think, Ram can think that Sita can live without him. So Devi Sita says that, okay, very, very nicely you have preached me about the father's duty, son's duty, prince's duty. But I want to, because there is a lot of description actually in Ramayana. I have to skip a lot of things. So when they come to the chariot, when they come to leave Ayodhya, Ram, Lakshman and Sita, they come to Dashrath Maharaj to take his blessing. So at that point, Dashrath cries to Lord Rama, said, I beg you, Ram, please don't fall to the words of your mother. I cannot tell you because I am bound, because I gave the boon to this lady. But I want to beg you one thing. At the strength of your sword, put it your sword, at your strength of your sword, you rule Ayodhya and become the king Ram, please. Ramchandra smiled and just told the mother to take care of my father and just left. Rama requested Sumanta, the minister. He said, see, please take the chariot. There's a lot of description actually, a lot of things are coming to my mind because Lord Dashrath actually tells, take 80% of the citizens, 80% of the soldiers, 80% of treasury and create a city wherever Ram goes. In advance. Kaika hears that. He said, Cha, so you want to make my son Bharat the king of Jhopadpatti? You know? Nothing will go. So like that, lot of description is there in Ramayana. Beautiful description. So Lord Rama is going. So at least, Dashrath Maharaj tells that Sumanta, you go and take my chariot. And just take Rama around for 2-3 days, show him all our territories, and just take him on a picnic and bring him back. The scene of Lord Rama leaving Ayodhya is very beautifully described. He says, that day, not only the citizens of Ayodhya, but also the birds, the trees, the flowers, the beasts, small animals, horses, squirrels, elephant, all were crying. The flowers did not even blossom that day. They just went down like this. Totally morose. They could not see Rama. When Rama came out on the chariot in the, what we call, Vanvasi dress, because she said, Vanvasi vastra penkar 14 saal Ram Vanvas. Not like a king. So he just took up the Vanvasi clothes, simple clothes, dhoti, simple chadar. When the citizens of Ayodhya saw that scene, they were totally into tears. And when they saw Sita, Ram, Lakshman on the chariot, and chariot moved, everyone felt their life is going away. Their life, you understand life, apne pran ja rahe. Like that people were crying, running behind the chariot. Actually, many elder citizens and the women, they told their younger sons and husbands, go with Rama and bring him back, and don't come back without him. Crying, the women and the elder citizen told, go and come back with Rama only. We don't want to live without Rama. Like this description is there in Ramayana actually. And Lord Ramchandra is leaving Ayodhya. And in the first night, he goes to the outskirts. There's a beautiful narration how Lord Ramchandra tricks the Ayodhya citizens and sends them back. Within 4 days, separated from Rama, on the 4th day, just remembering Rama day and night, Dashrath leaves his body. Of course, before that, he leaves the quarters where he and Kaikeyi used to live and abandons her. He said, in this lifetime, I will never come here. And I will go and live in the with Kaushalya, where I spent and saw the childhood of Rama. And he went and lived with Kaushalya. In that palace of Ram and Dashrath and Kaushalya, Dashrath just saw Ramchandra everywhere. In his childhood, running around here, calling and remembering Ram. On the 4th day, he left his body. There, Bharat, Bharat comes back. Bharat comes back and he sees everything very inauspicious in Ayodhya. And he is telling Shatrughan that we already got a dream and then we got a message that we are supposed to urgently come. And I'm seeing citizens of Ayodhya are looking as if they are not eaten anything. They're looking so dull, so unhappy. Why this inauspicious vision is there? Even the cows, even the animals are showing me back. What is it? My heart is palpitating. I feel something very inauspicious happen. And he comes to know. He first directly goes to take blessings of Lord Rama. And he says Rama is not there. He goes to Sita, Sita is not there. Then he goes to Dasharath, Dasharath is not there. Then he goes to Kaikai and he sees Kaikai in the form, dressed up like a widow. And then he gets so shocked and he asks her, what happened? And then he says, your father has left this world. Bharat falls down on the feet and cries there loudly. He said, I am so unfortunate that I could not be there. What happened to my father? I am so unfortunate. At least if I was present when my father was leaving the body, at least my father would take my hands and put me personally in the custody of Rama by his own hands. She said, Ram was also not there. Bharat was shocked to hear that. Ram was also not there. What happened? They said, what an unauspicious situation has come up in Ayodhya, that Dasharath left his body, my great king, and my brother Raja Ram was not there. What happened? And then she very shamelessly, very fastly narrated, you know what happened? There was this thing and they decided to make Rama the king and he was supposed to become the king next day morning only. They wanted to do everything in the hurry. And I had these 2 boons. Immediately mantra, she reminded me about these boons. And on that boons, I asked that Ram should go to you should become the king, Bharat. And she touched Bharat's cheeks, head. I wanted you to become I told you become the king. And I banished Rama for 14 years. So now you should immediately become the king. When Bharat heard this, tears flowing from his eyes, for a few minutes he loudly shouted at Rama, Rama, like that, crying, tears flowing like a big king, crying like a baby. And then for a moment he just remembered Rama and then he remembered again what Kaikai did. And he said, then after that he said, Are you foolish woman Kaikai? He didn't call her mother, Mate. Are you foolish woman Kaikai? What did you think? How can you think that Bharat can become the king? Are you foolish woman? Why did not some inauspicious moment come and you die in that moment? Why did not your tongue cut and fell down on the floor? Why did not your body cut into pieces when the thought of banishing Rama came to your mind? Why were you alive after the moment of thinking banishing Rama? I'm feeling how you could be alive like that. He curses her. He chastises her like anything. He said, Are you woman, you Kaikai, you woman, you inauspicious woman. I am so unfortunate that I am born out of you. And I will be known in the whole world for this reason. You are telling I'll become the king. Are Kaikai, Ram is the king of Ayodhya. He is the king of heart. He's ruling everyone's heart. Are look at Ayodhya, she says. Look at Ayodhya. Look at the birds. Look at the trees. Look at the animals. Look at the citizens. Look at the children. They all of them are living to see Ram becoming the king. Ram is already the king of their heart. Ram already rules them. And you banished him. You have killed everyone. And by that time, Shatrughan, he comes dragging Sumitra mantra on the floor. On the floor, holding the hair of mantra, you were dragging her on the floor and brought her. And he told Bharat, cut this lady into pieces. She is the root cause of everything. Bharat, tears in his eyes, crying, non-stop crying. He said, don't look at them. He said, Shatrughan, you are talking about killing mantra? At this moment, I am ready to take my sword and cut this Kaikai's body into pieces. But I have only one fear, that if I do this, there is a chances that Ram may reject me. Our King Ram, our brother Ram, is the most selfless person. And if we do anything to this inauspicious objects, Rama may reject us. And out of the fear of being Rama rejected, just don't see their face, leave them. And then he goes to the assembly where Vashishta and Sumanta were waiting to make him king. Big conversation. Pandit conversation, full. How the Bharat has to become the king. City cannot become without, kingdom cannot be without a king. Inauspicious moments are there. Inauspicious acts are happening. People are becoming sinful because there is no king. Lot of arguments. Bharat tells, just few days before, all of you together unanimously voted Ram to become the king. Is it true? Yes. One queen out of the three, imposed by politics to make me the king. Not make me the king. Throw me as a king on all of you. And you all accepted. Is it justice to Rama or not? Or injustice? They all kept quiet. Some of them said, yes, injustice. Why? Why did you all allow that to happen? And you all will have to take the sin of it. And if you make me the king, I will also get added. Guru Vashishta and Sumanta, they had tears in their eyes. And they said, Bharat, your surrender to Ram is oceanic. An ocean cannot be measured. Similarly, your surrender and love to Ram cannot be measured. The history and the three worlds will know you, Bharat, for your love to Rama and your detachment. Even the demigods look forward to become a king of such a territory. Such is Ayodhya. And you have rejected Ayodhya just like this. And then he requests everyone, let's go and bring Lord Rama back. Now that's another big journey. Lord Ramchandra meeting Guhu, then meeting Kaivat, then reaching Chitrakoot, and then Bharat following, meeting Vashisht, no, Bharadwaj Muni, meeting Guhu. In fact, when Bharat goes to meet Guhu, Guhu was very surrendered to Lord Rama, and he came to know that Bharat is going towards where Rama went. So Guhu saw the whole Nishad Raja Guhu. He saw the whole Ayodhya's army coming with Bharat going towards where Rama is went. So Guhu told all these soldiers, we are very minimum, but we will stand here and block the army of Ayodhya. They will have to pass us on our dead body only, they can go to Ram. By that time, Bharat arrives there and he asks, because he got the information that Rama resided one night on the outskirts of the kingdom of Guhu. So he goes there running, searching for Guhu. And then he says, who is Guhu? So Guhu tells that, it's me. He said, I heard that my brother stayed here. He said, yes, my Lord of my heart, Rama stayed here. And he was very, and then by that time, minister told them that Lord Ramchandra considered Guhu not as a servant, he considered Guhu as his brother. So Bharat falls at the feet of Guhu. He tells him that, actually, if my brother considers you as a friend, then you are like Rama for me. Please, I am very unfortunate and very sinful for what I have done to Rama. If you embrace me, I will feel Rama has embraced me. Actually, Guhu has tears in his eyes. And he remembers how Rama, in the night when he stayed there, he was remembering Bharat and glorifying Bharat. So then he goes and sees, Guhu actually shows Bharat where Lord Ramchandra stayed that night. So he sees that Lord Rama slept on below a tree without any boundaries, without wall, without roof, and on the grass, just a layer of grass. He touched that grass and fell down then and cried. From that moment, he was also not feel sleeping in any tently arrangements. Big journey, I'm cutting it short to the point where Ram, Lakshman and Sita are on the roof, at Chitrakoot. And on the top of the mountain, Lakshman is sitting and guarding them. And from far away, he sees lot of dust in the air, because thousands of elephants and thousands of horses following Lakshman, Bharat, are coming towards Chitrakoot. And he sees the flag of Ayodhya. He comes running down. And he tells his brother, my dear brother, O Lord Rama, please take your bow and arrows. Today it will be in need. Lord Ramchandra sees Bharat, Lakshman disturbed. He said, Lakshman, what happened? You are very innocent. आप बहुत भोले हो. आपको कुछ नहीं समझता है. वो आ रहा है. He said, कौन आ रहा है? He said, वही आपका Bharat. Said Lord Ramchandra said, Bharat is coming. Lord Ramchandra's hair stood up. Happiness. Our Bharat is coming. Are you sure? He said, yes, he is coming with his citizens, with his soldiers, with his army. He said, Bharat is coming. Lord Ramchandra is in ecstasy. He is so happy hearing Bharat is coming, and Lakshman is getting irritated seeing the innocence of Lord Rama. He said, he looks at Mother Sita. He said, ये ऐसे ही है. He said, we are here because he is like this, She says that he is coming. Why is he coming with the soldiers? Bharat is very intelligent. Kaikai must have given him the idea. Go where Ram is. Kill him there only so that he doesn't come back after 14 years. But they don't know. Lakshman is with him. Take your bow and arrow, get ready. Ramchandra hears this and they get very irritated. He said, please, you cannot speak like this about Bharat. And then Lord Ramchandra doesn't say Bharat. He says, you cannot speak like this about our king Bharat. If Bharat is coming to attack us, we will keep our weapons down and give our life to our king. I will never fight with Bharat. And I am telling you, Bharat will never come to fight with me. You think Bharat is attached to the kingdom? You wait. As soon as Bharat comes, I will tell him, Lakshman is very attached to the kingdom. Right now he will give you the kingdom and you can go with him. As soon as Lakshman hears this, he has tears in his eyes. He leaves his bow and falls at the feet, and he tries to preach him that you are very innocent, this is not the truth. If this was the truth, how were we banished? Like that. And Mother Sita is smiling. Lord Rama, after getting anger, was also smiling. Because Lord Ramchandra told him that Bharat and Lakshman always have a spiritual competition. Who is more surrendered and devoted to me? They always have this transcendental competition. By that time, Bharat comes there and he sees Lord Ramchandra in the Vanavasi Vesha dress. He faints there actually. There's a big, actually Bharat Ram Samvad is something which I cannot speak. It will take another 1 hour. Very big conversation. Very, very big. Even Janak Maharaj comes there. Big conversation. In nutshell, after the whole conversation, because Bharat goes to everyone, he tells Kaushalya, he tells Mother Sita, he tells Lakshman, everyone he preaches. That please go to Ram and preach to him. That he should go back and come back and become the king. And everyone listens to Bharat nicely. and tells that your intentions are very good, but we are sure we cannot convince Ram, you only do it. By that time, Janak Maharaj also comes there, and there is a big conversation. I cannot narrate that. But in that conversation, Vashishta Muni says that today, the whole world's logic is finished. All Nyaya, all the books of Nyaya, all the books of politics, all the books of justice is all finished. All of them together, put together, are not able to decide what to be done. Ram is Maryada Purushottam. And Bharat's love towards Ram is over flooded. It is so much over flooded. All of us with our intelligence are being flown away today by Bharat's love. Beautiful narration is there in Ramayana. And in conclusion, he says that, but the person who loves someone, he has to unconditionally follow the loved one's order. And Ram's order is you become the king. You have to become the king. Lakshman, but Bharat cries, doesn't accept it. But it accepts it at one condition, that one day late from the 14th year, I will enter fire. Bharat, Ramchandra cries, hugs him, don't speak like this, I'll come back. And he says, I will remain the king of Ayodhya as remembering your lotus feet. That is why he gives padukas, golden padukas, tells Ram to put his feet on that, and does arti of the Lord Ram's feet, and puts that padukas on his head and walks Ayodhya. Oh, beautiful narration is there, how he walks towards Ayodhya. All the forest, all the kings, all the rishis who saw Ram going, Lakshman going back, just glorified. And then after that, as I said yesterday, Lord Ramchandra, he could not live in Chitrakoot. He would just remember Bharat everywhere. Bharat's arguments, Bharat crying, Bharat fainting, Bharat taking the padukas of Lord Rama, putting on his head and crying with his tears in his eyes, leaving, turning back and crying and leaving, reminding him that if you don't come one day late, I will leave my body. So Lord Ramachandra told Lakshman that I am not able to sleep here, let's leave. And as I told yesterday, already that pastime is done. That they come to Chitrakoot, they stay there, Kar and Dushan are killed, Surpanaka goes to Ravana. Ravana has already concluded that he will not go. But then, after Kaikeyi's political and ill mentality discussion allures Ravana, who actually loses his intelligence against lust and decides to kidnap Mother Sita. So, he actually, Ravana, as I told yesterday, I told the story Marich, and he was attacked, then he shouts loudly, Lakshman, Sita, Lakshman, and Sita Devi hears that. We missed one temple actually. It's there, where Ravana is there, Sita is there. One temple is there in Nasik. It's a little away from the main. So Devi Sita, she hears and she gets very disturbed. She tells Lakshman, did you hear? Did you hear? Our Ram is in a big trouble. He's calling out us. Lakshman, immediately go. You go and see where is Rama and go and help him. And Lakshman was just sharpening his arrow. And sharpening his bow, setting up his bow. So, Lakshman, did you hear? He said, yes, I heard it. So why don't you go? It's not Rama. What? It is Rama's voice. Nobody in the three world can make Rama cry like this. And never Rama will cry out and call for us. He said, no, it is our Lord. Then Sita Devi gets very angry. With red eyes, she tells, okay, now I understood your reason to come with Rama. You are eyeing on Ayodhya, right? So that you could kill Rama, and then you want to enjoy me also. And you think that I'm going to become the queen with you. Remember, Lakshman, Sita will die, but she'll never become someone else. Lakshman heard this. And he said, Devi, please don't speak like this. He said, no, I have understood your plan. Your body language today is showing me what is your intentions. And Lakshman said, please, Devi, he looks at, it is said that Lakshman never looked at Mother Sita's face. Even when the monkeys, through the monkeys found the jewelries of Mother Sita, which she threw while Ravana was taking, Lakshmana confirmed that it was Sita's jewelry by seeing her second finger's ring, what we call leg toe, second toe, right? Second toe, something. That ring is there. He sees that and he confirms that this is Sita's only. Because he used to always see at the feet of Mother Sita. Never see at the woman's face. Never see. He never looked at her feet. So he just kept his head down and kept on requesting. And Sita Devi was completely disgusted and cursing and blaming him and telling whatever comes to her mouth. So Ramayana explains us that, in Grastha life you will have to face this also. It also teaches us that a woman, when she is angry, she can do anything and she can speak anything. Never take a woman's words seriously when she is angry. All of you must have seen your mothers and sisters, what they speak when they are angry, right? Every family has this story or not? No logic works at that time. दे दो सब उनको ही दे दो उनके बच्चों को सब हमारे बच्चों को सब उनको ही दो ना घर जाओ ना उनको क्या heard this all this सुना है कि नहीं so Ramayana teaches us there and then as you know Lakshman goes and Mother Sita gets kidnapped and this target place is from here. Jatayu had already met Lord Rama and Mother Sita in the forest. And they came to know that they are banished. And he already was concerned and taking care of them, keeping a watch on them. But when Ravana was taking Mother Sita, Devi Sita was shouting at Rama, Rama, like that. And Jatayu heard the voice of Mother Sita. He was already very old. And he could not even fly properly. And even cannot see properly. But when he saw, because he knows the Lord Ramchandra is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Sita Devi is her consort. So he sees Mother Sita crying like this, and he sees Ravana's chariot, and she goes running. He goes flying there, and he warns Ravana. Ravana, this is Sita, the consort of Rama. You cannot kidnap her. It is for your good well-being and your dynasty's well-being. Just leave Sita back where she is. And Ravana just did not care. And then Jatayu actually, though he was very old, he attacked with full force. It is that Jatayu's force was very less, but he put all his force together and attacked Jatayu. Attacked Ravana's chariot. And he killed Ravana's chariot driver. And then he attacked the chariot and destroyed the chariot, attacked Ravana, scratched him with his bees and with his nails, and made Ravana fell down with his chariot here. And Ramana explains that the whole battle was as if two mountains hitting each other, smashing each other. Like this, the battle was, all the birds and animals ran away dither and thither, hearing the sound of this battle. Such a battle. And in a very short time, Jatayu, being very old, lost all his strength. And Ravana took the sword and cut off Jatayu's wings into pieces. Jatayu was so huge. This whole place, when Jatayu fell, this whole place was full of pool of blood. And Ravana took away. In his heart, Jatayu had tears that he failed to serve his master. What service? Jatayu already knew that he cannot fight Ravana. But knowingly that he may die or he may get defeated or he cannot protect Sita. He still went ahead and fought. Fought till his last breath and fell down. And Ravana took Mother Sita. And as I explained, Lord Ramchandra came back crying like a madman. Will I be able to see my Sita again in this life? Will I, Lakshman? I don't think so. Maybe Rakshasa must have eaten him by now. Or someone, I don't know. I just cannot think without living without Sita. And, as I said, Lord Ramchandra, he comes to do the pastime, Leela, acting, like a stage act. He does Leela here. But sometimes the emotions of the Lord and devotees is so deep that sometimes the actor forgets that he is acting. Similarly, when Sita was not there, Lord Ramachandra said, if I cannot live without Sita, I will destroy all the 3 words at this moment. And immediately a voice came from the air. My Lord, you are doing Leela. Please don't cross this. Everything will be you are performing Leela. The voice comes from the sky. So Lord Ramchandra searching Sita is into tears, separation from Mother Sita. And it is a Leela actually. In that pastime also, one more pastime comes. When Lord Ramchandra is crying like this, Lord Shiva and Parvati were passing by this area. So Lord Shiva saw Lord Rama like this, smiled and went away. He did not come on that path only, he changed his path from side only. He understood my Lord is performing Leela. But Parvati felt very pity. And she saw that, look at the Lord of my husband, such crying, so much sorrow. So she takes the form of Sita and goes in front of Lord Rama to little pacify him. Lord Ramchandra sees Parvati and tells, Devi, where is my Lord Shiva? Immediately Parvati realized that even in this form, Lord Rama is doing his Leela. He immediately recognizes. She runs away from there to Lord Shiva, follows Lord Shiva. So coming to here, when Lord Ramchandra was walking on this area of Taket, immediately he saw a pool of blood. When he saw the pool of blood, immediately he took his bow and arrow. He told Lakshman also. He said, looks like some Rakshasa who has attacked Sita is here only. Is it Sita's blood? It's very, very, very emotional and angry. And by the time when they come little closer, they see a big mountain kind of body lying down. And it was Jatayu in the pool of his own blood. And while lying down, very slowly, he's chanting, Ram, Ram, holding his breath, because he felt that he had one duty left. If Ram and Lakshman come here, he has to inform them that Ravana kidnapped Sita. For that duty, he was in so much pain, he was holding his life. When Lord Ramchandra went running, he picked up Jatayu and he kept on his lap. Whole Rama's body was full of blood of Jatayu. And that deity is here. Did you see the deity? Lord lifting his own devotee, putting him in his laps and crying. And Jatayu is crying on the laps. And actually if you read Ramayana, I can tell the whole conversation. But long conversation, in short, Jatayu repeatedly repents that, my Lord, I failed in my duty to protect Devi Sita. Please forgive me. I failed in my duty to protect Devi Sita. Please forgive me. And Lord Ramchandra is crying. And then Jatayu leaves his body after giving this information. Lord Rama tells Lakshman, he said, seeing Jatayu's condition, knowing very well he is my father's friend, knowing very well that he was so old, I am in so much of pain, thinking that he put his life into risk to protect Sita. And he's lying dead today on my laps. Lakshman, my pain is so much today. I am not able to tolerate the pain of Jatayu's leaving while serving me. The pain of losing Sita and the pain of losing my father Dasharath is nothing compared to the pain today I'm feeling when I see my devotee Jatayu left his body serving me. Ramchandra cries like this. And then, to perform the final rites of Jatayu, Lord Rama takes, if you see, Lakshman is holding the water. Have you seen Lakshman DT inside? He's having a pot holding water. Lord Ramchandra hit an arrow at this place. Did you see behind the temple? Did you show them? It's filled with rainwater. Right behind this temple is the spot where Lord Ramchandra hit an arrow and invited all the holy rivers of the creation to manifest here, so that with the water of the holy rivers, he could do the final rites to Jatayu's body. And the Ramayana says, though Jatayu failed in his duty, but he achieved the highest destination. And about that, it appears that he failed, but the Lord sees the endeavor of his devotee. Though he failed, appears like that, but his final rites were performed by Lord Rama. Even Dasharath Maharaj did not have that fortune which Jatayu had, because Lord Ramchandra left and Bharat had to do the final rites. But for Jatayu, at this place, Lord Ramchandra himself did the final rites. This is the auspiciousness, the special place all about. And today, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, by the preaching of ISKCON, his movement, Lord Chaitanya Sankirtan Mission, we all have this fortune to visit this place, hear Ram Katha and understand it. Understanding requires mercy, and that comes by chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission was to give this mercy to everyone, which is by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Wherever this chanting goes, and everyone becomes qualified to understand Rama, Sita, Lakshman, Hanuman, Sita, Ram, Krishna, Balaram, Radharani. Everyone becomes qualified to understand these pastimes just by chanting. That's why the Sankirtan mission makes the whole world pure enough to understand the spiritual subject, purifies the heart and purifies the world, eradicates the sin of the world, so that people become so pure they can enjoy Ram Katha and Krishna Katha and make their life perfect. That is why in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said, Sankirtana hoite sarva papanashanana chitta shuddhi sarva bhakti sadhana udgama. Sankirtana hoite sarva papanashanana. You see, you all are chanting chitta shuddhi, sarva bhakti sadhana udgam. By Sankirtan, you are eradicating the sin of wherever you are going and chanting. And while doing that, your heart, chitta shuddhi. Chitta shuddhi means? Heart is chitta, heart, your consciousness, heart is getting purified. Sarva, chitta shuddhi, sarva bhakti sadhana. Everywhere bhakti will overflow and people will perform sadhana bhakti by Sankirtan. Sankirtana hoite sarva. By this holy name is everything. Through this holy name we can understand all these pastimes, carry them in our heart and make our life perfect. That is why in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the last verses, Lord Chaitanya says, this love of God which comes through the holy name, without that the life is useless. Daridra Jivan. He says, Prema dhana vina vyartha daridra jivana. Prema dhana vina vyartha daridra jivana. Dasa kore vetan more deho prema dhana. Das kare deno mere. Deho prema dana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The essence of all these holy places and pastimes is to get more and more absorbed in the holy name. Because the love of the devotees of the Lord towards the Lord, which is heard in all these pastimes, which touches our heart, it is rewarded to us by chanting Hare Krishna. That's why it's called Prema Dhana. The loving devotion, selfless devotion, is given to us by the holy name. Prema Dhana Vina. Without this love, Daridra Jivan, life is like a Daridrata. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, begging, please give me that holy name. Please give me that holy name, give me that love. So, our whole endeavor is to just give you all this opportunity, this pure life, so that you can make your life's mission very clear. A sinless, pure, Krishna conscious life. In your own capacity, you should follow Krishna consciousness seriously. Be under your superiors. Take their guidance. According to your situation, you should endeavor to progress. That is our only request to all of you. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for taking out your time, as I said yesterday, and coming and participating in this yatra. Srila Prabhupada ki, Patita Pavan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Ram Bhakta Jatayu ki, Shri Takir Dham ki, Hare Krishna. So we'll proceed because it's going to take 4 to 5 hours for us